Hey everybody, it's Yo Taylor back here at the Style Table on My Style Mondays. And today we're talking about style, but we're also going to talk about overcoming and in emerging better, stronger, better. We love people who can power through because it inspires us to know that we can get past our struggles and get past things and also learn and talk about our struggles through writing and expressing ourselves. Today I'm here with Brenda Yoho. She is a retired educator, prolific writer. She's an author. She's a coach. She's a speaker. She's going to share with us her personal journey and talk about her writings and podcasting and all the things that she does to it. And she's also going to inspire us with all the great things that she's doing that might inspire you to know that all is not lost, that you can overcome and you can come out on the other end shining and share your story with other people to inspire them. Welcome to the show, Brenda.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. I mean, it is so important for people to have that hope and to know that you can overcome because it is very possible to do so. There's a lot in my life that I have had challenges with from my childhood all the way to my adulthood. So if you are facing something that you think that there's no way I can't dig out of this hole, you can. You absolutely can. It is up to your mind and your soul and the courage that you have, and you can absolutely do it. So in my life journey, I have had parents who were uneducated, did not know how to read or write. So growing up was very difficult. They embedded in me the knowledge of knowing that education is very important to you, is something that can never be taken away from you. So that's why I went into education in the first place. So the second thing, in my journey, I was also hit by a semi in a car, which my daughter was driving, and my granddaughter was sitting next to me in a car seat. And when you look at the car, you would think no one survived, but we did survive. It left me with a traumatic brain injury, which shortened my career. Um, and then you would think that would be a sign telling you that you shouldn't be able to go on any further. But nope. Then I had breast cancer. I was diagnosed December 22nd of last year. So this is my 1 year anniversary. But I went through my treatments and I am cancer free right now. So that's a blessing in itself.
That's wonderful news. Congratulations on your 1 year anniversary of being breast cancer free. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. That's so your career was ended, and then when did you decide to start writing and speaking, and tell us what you do with your brand and your business and how you help others.
Okay. Well, through my career, I've always worked with children who have had barriers of their own and challenges, and they've always inspired me. Other people inspire me, and the children always inspired me to always work hard. And during my career in education, I came up with a system that I feel like is very important. It's something that I feel like that we should be teaching our kids. I believe my philosophy is that we should be the solution daily, and that's the name of my blog. That's the name of what I believe in daily, and something that my kids heard all of the time, and that there is no excuses, that we have choices in life. And that's what my schools were based on. That's what my book is going to be based on. I'm hoping we have that at the editor right now. We're going to be done by the end of this year. Thank the Lord for that.
Uh,
I have two rules. Two rules. You are going to come to school and you're going to feel good about being there and you're going to feel safe. And those are the two rules. And if you think about that, that's what you should apply to your life in general. Everything that we do, we should feel good about and we should feel safe. And when you're making your choices, not only are you trying to make yourself feel good, but those around you as well, and the people safe around you and yourself safe. That's really the philosophy of life. And so when I had my accident, it did a lot to me. It knocked out the majority of my teeth. So I do have implants. I'm still going through a surgery right now. And because the bone had to be replaced down here, but it had a little crack that was a little bit further. And we didn't want to do the surgery at the time. We wanted to wait for a little bit. And so I just recently had that surgery. So I'm still dealing with my accident all these years later. The accident happened in 2010. So I still deal with it. And the main thing that I wanted to make sure that I did was to go back to the school and show the children. I had middle school students. I wanted to make sure that they saw what I looked like. I wanted to make sure that they knew that I was okay, because being in a small town, the rumor had went around that I had died, and I wanted them to be able to see that I hadn't. And
Yeah.
I also wanted to make sure they saw that all my scars, my teeth gone, because I wanted to send a message to them that how you look doesn't define who you are. I wanted to send that message to them. I wanted them to see that you know, don't judge someone by the way that they look. Always get to know who they are. And they knew who I was. So I wanted to make sure that they knew that just because this happened to me, it wasn't going to change who I was. And I also wanted to send that other message. All of the kids that went to my school, 95%, 96% of them came by bus, and they went on the interstate. Semis were passing them all the time. I wanted to also make sure that they knew that the rules that we had about safety on the bus was because we didn't want something to happen to them, and the importance of having safety. And even though we practice safety, accidents still happen. And I still wanted them to know I was going to fight and come back. So I wanted to know that I was coming back. So
And
it was an
that,
important message to get back to them.
right, and that they too can overcome, because things happen in our lives that we can never even imagine. And we have to be in the mindset, and that we can overcome. This isn't the end. This doesn't mean that it's over for us. It just means that we have to redirect our energy or think differently about life, and work a little harder, so to speak.
Right. And so one of the things I started doing was writing. One of the things that I know about life is that when you write, that's one way you get to know yourself better. And so part of the healing process was writing. And so I use that as part of my healing journey. And then as my career decided I wasn't going to move forward any further, I decided a new pathway needed to happen for me. I'm not, I'm only 57, going to be 58. I wanted to do something. So I decided I wanted to write and to help others in administration to learn about the two rules and how that you can help support the children that you are serving, because education is something that we do with children, not to them. And that we have families come in and they partner with us. We are the partners. Parents share their children with us, and they trust us, and it's such a blessing that they do, and it's such an honor. And so we need to bridge together to do what we know is best for kids. And then also the community. How can the community help and partner with us? There's a big partnership that needs to happen so that we can help the children in our cities, in our towns, and our parents, and help them to be able to achieve.
That's so wonderful. I admire teachers. I have so much respect for teachers. I had one son that I was raising. I was a divorced single mother early in my son's life. And so, teachers have your children, y'all have our children for hours a day, 5 days a week, so having that relationship with a teacher is so important because together you can help, guide your child. It's in your best interest to have an ally with the teachers and the educators and the administrators to help propel your children forward. So I really have the utmost respect and I just really love and honor teachers.
Thank you.
So,
And what a job you did as a single mother. I mean, wow, that's courageous too. So, and I think that the more that we can work together, the better it can be for all of us. Our children are so important to our future, and I think that we're letting them down right now. I feel we're just not doing everything we possibly can for them. I feel like we could do more, and I really want to help to make sure that we can. As I look at data and I look at different things, I feel like we're too separated right now. We need to get more together. And I hope that my book and my efforts, I can help to continue to do that. And I know you mentioned about my coaching. I do some coaching with principals, and oftentimes I do a lot of stuff for free. The resources and stuff I give away, all my ideas and advice and anything, I would much rather give those things away because I feel so passionate about what I believe in and what I do. The kids are very important to me, very important.
So let's talk a little bit about your style. So we know the book is coming out soon, Be the Solution. So that's coming out. Let's talk about your style, because before you had the accident, did you have and I don't want to call it teacher style, but what do you consider, teacher style? Like, how do you feel like how did you dress before as a teacher, and how did you feel like you should show up when you were coming to class? What do you think? Did kids notice when you changed your style, or is there a certain way you think teachers should present themselves when they come into school?
So I was a teacher for the beginning of my career, and then I became the principal. So when I had my accident, I was principal of a middle school. So as a teacher, I dressed, in professional clothes. I thought, as slacks and a sweater, kind of a casual, semi-casual dress. When I became principal, I was in a suit all of the time. Never thought anything about it. I just dressed in a suit all the time. And I say suit because I never wore a dress or a skirt because of this. Some of the schools that I was involved with were had some fights sometimes. And I sure didn't want to be in a skirt having to try to separate a fight because I didn't want the skirt over my head.
Clothes do matter, because you had it was a strategy. You got dressed based on a strategy.
Right. I didn't want to be on the channel. Right. I didn't want to be on the floor. No, I didn't want to do that. So I always wore a suit. Well, with a suit, it wasn't until one day that I was talking with a child, and then I had went into my office and it was hot, so I took off my suit jacket. My office door led to the outside hallway. I stepped out in the hallway because there was pretty loud out there, so I went out to calm them down. I didn't have on my suit jacket, and a student said, "Oh, Mrs. Yoho, I didn't recognize you." I said, "What? You didn't have your jacket on. You don't have your suit on." And and it made me start thinking about the clothes that we wear. So I always position myself, because they always tell you that your body language communicates to kids. If you're like this, you're closed, and if you're sitting across the desk and the student's sitting in front of you, that puts a barrier between. And so I always sat next to kids so that we could talk comfortably. But that
Mm.
suit jacket, that made me start thinking the kids were seeing me maybe in a different kind of a vision. What was that suit jacket? What was that message sending to the kids? So then I
Authority.
started thinking a little differently. Yeah, I started thinking a little bit differently about my suit jacket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
it's authority. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm thinking that, the suit jacket could cause some of the kids to maybe not want to talk to you because maybe you're looking more authoritative and maybe
Mm-hmm.
not as easy to talk to.
Right.
So I'm thinking that might be something that we should consider when we're looking at those suits and ties and things like that, because we were always trying to send the message you want to be professional.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think maybe that's not something we want to wear all the time. So that's when I would change it up sometimes. We would have shirts and stuff that we would have with the school logo on it. We'd have some kind of fun days. So the kids wouldn't always see us in those kinds of professional dress. And
Right.
as I retire, I have a little sweater on. I've got leggings on. So it's a little bit more casual now.
Yeah, because you're at home, you can write, and I love sweater and legging season. I just do, especially after Thanksgiving. I don't have to worry about it. My
They're
favorite.
comfy. They're easy.
That's right. That's right. And nobody knows anything that's going on anywhere.
That's
I love
right.
it.
That's
I
right.
love it. I love it. So I appreciate you sharing your story of overcoming, and I appreciate you sharing your advice on the style because, like you said, you're sharing with us your experience. Once you took that jacket off, you went from being this authority figure to more of a caring, more approachable figure, especially for junior high school students. God love
Mhm.
teachers, bus driver, everybody dealing with junior high school students. I don't, it just something, their brain just goes away. And as parents, we're just like, please, alien DNA, go away from my child, bring me my child back. And then they come back, but it's just like, there's just something I don't know what's going on with that junior high school space. And
Yeah.
the fact that you worked in that space, there's a special place in educator heaven for you and all the educators out there. Because I'm telling you, as a parent, you're just like,
I know. I know.
oh my goodness. So yes, I that's why I love teachers. I love teachers. But tell us
Yeah.
now.
You have to look.
Go ahead. You have to look. Go
No,
ahead.
you have to love. No, you have to love middle school in order to be part of middle school. And I was part of middle school for 9 years, and I loved it. I did. I loved it. No day is ever the same. So I do love middle school.
So tell us this. You have this book, Be the
Hmm.
Solution. Who couldn't love that title? How do we get the book? Do you know? Can you give us some idea of when you expect it to be out so we can look for it? And also, after the show is aired, I want you to please go in and put in the comments where people can buy the book if there's a link to it so they can connect with
Sure.
you and your information to your website, and because people want to connect, and I want you them to be able to click on this, watch the show, after the show go on and get connected to you.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. I don't know the publisher right now. I do. We haven't officially signed a contract. I'm hopeful for the publisher. Um, and I don't know if Be the Solution is going to be the title. It could be Two Rules. We haven't decided on the name of the title, but I will put in the link where they can keep up with me. BeTheSolutionDaily.com is where I will keep everything. And that's how you can best get in contact with me. What I put on my blog is a lot of inspirational, spiritual, education stuff. There's a mix of lots of things. And the important thing is that we all share the space together in this world. And when we all share the space and we all have the same common thought that we're all going to feel good and we're all going to feel safe, that's what we strive to do every day, then every day is a great day. I think I believe in that, even on your worst day, and I never look back and think, I wish something had not happened to me, because even through the storms, it gives you something to learn. And if it's not for you to learn, it's for you to share with someone else. Because when I was hit by that semi, it gave me the opportunity to go and talk to 602 students about safety and about judging other people. And if it helped 1, 2, 3, then that's what it was supposed to be for. So I believe everything happens so that we can teach and share with someone else. So I'll take them. Bring the storms on. That's okay.
On that note, we're going to say thank you, Brenda, for coming and sharing your experience with us. And I'm glad you're going to drop your information in the comments so people can read your blogs and all your communications, and leaving us on a positive note and feeling inspired to make sure that we are a part of the solution. And you guys know where you can find me. I am Yo Taylor at the Style Table. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and join me so you can see Brenda and many other fabulous people on My Style Mondays, where we talk about style. We talk about people's lives, their hobbies, their passions, their businesses, their organizations, all kinds of things to help us learn to live together, work together, share, and learn together. All right, you guys, over and out. See you next time. Bye.